So I'm going to talk you through the mine plan as laid out by the PEA. And on the right, we just see a map showing the design of the site layout. And the first thing to note there are the two pits, the box pit and the Thona pit. Those are really improved from the previous studies done by introducing a better cutoff grade optimization. So these pits are going to be phased. From a mining point of view, they're going to start together in year one. The reason for that is that at Thona, we got a very low strip ratio below 1. At Box, a good strip ratio of also 3.7. So these pits are going to start together, and really a phased approach to target some of the higher economic margin material early in the mine life. So really going after those high grades earlier on. And we're able to do that because we have a better control on where those higher gold grades sit through our geological or resource model that's constrained by the geology. And if you look at the chart on the bottom left there, we do see those higher grades being brought forward in production, and that really has a positive impact on NPV. While we're bringing some of those higher grades forward, we're also going to be stockpiling some of that low grade material. And in the site layout here, we see that low grade stockpile north of Thona. And the higher grade stockpiles are near the box pit and a run of mine pad right near the box pit. The waste rock, everything here is designed to optimize the operating costs. So we do want to minimize some haulage distances, but we've just the waste rock, there's a pit just east of west of Box. That is the historical tailings facility where there's still historical tailings sitting in a small lake they call Vic Lake, which is contaminated and when last checked is non-fish bearing. So that's planned to become a waste rock storage for Box. There's an additional waste rock storage just north of Thona, and then the main Box waste rock storage to the north. From this operation, processing at a central plant using a whole ore leach recovery process, producing tailings that will be in a slurry form, and those being pumped to a tailings storage facility, a really conventional design. And the initial data we have, it's at a PEA level, but the initial data suggests all the waste, the tailings as well as the waste rock is going to be non-acid generating. So there's no additional measures need to be taken to address that. Of course, we'll firm up on those assumptions at a PFS level, but certainly a benefit to the project having this non-acid generating waste rock and tailings. We should note that the mine plan is based on 99% of indicated mineral resources. You won't often see that at a PEA level, and that really means that to take this project forward, it's not going to require a lot of additional drilling to bring inferred resources up to indicated or measured in order to estimate reserves. So, can quite quickly advance this through the PFS stages, given that the basis of indicated mineral resources. This whole mine plan design is really to minimize operational costs, in the best way possible, and as well as environmental impacts. A lot of care has been taken here not to encroach on Lake Athabasca and to really minimize disturbance to local water bodies, smaller water bodies, and water courses. And it really fits quite elegantly into the landscape here. Even though there are limitations in terms of lakes and some higher relief, it really fits well, and it really is a project that is going to work. If we just look at the production schedule summary, we see just some of those higher grades early on in mine life, and some of the rehandling of that material, the low grades later in mine life.